Hello, I'm Sandy from Straight Up Yoga. And for this class, we're going to need a belt or an exercise strap. And we're going to breathe into the back. So we're going to start in crocodile. So coming onto your stomach. We're going to place our hands on our elbows, resting the forehead on your arms. And the legs are going to be wide on the edges of the mat. And come into your breath. Letting go of the day and coming into this present moment, centering yourself for this practice. And on the next inhale, start to come into a nice deep breath. Breathing into your back, feel your back expanding as you inhale. And feel how the abdomen presses against the mat. Continue to breathe into that deep breath. Start to rock the head side to side. And bring that to an end. And we're going to bring the hands under the shoulders and the feet back in line with the hips. And we're going to inhale coming into table and exhale coming into child. And let's continue to flow like that. Inhale coming into table and exhale coming into child. Balasana. And the next time you're in Balasana, the child's pose, stay in here. The arms are long. Breathing deeply here. Breathing into your back again. On the inhales, expanding your back. And on an inhale, coming into table. And we're going to come into some cat-cows. The wrists are under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and our back is flat. And we're going to inhale, bring that tailbone back, rolling up the spine, and bringing the head up, looking straight ahead. Exhale, Bringing the tailbone down, coming into the cat, rolling up the spine, chin to chest. And continue to flow with your breath. Going up slowly through each vertebrae. And the next time you come into the cat, start the holographic wave. And bring that to an end. And we're going to come into the down dog flow. So coming back in Balasana, the child's pose. We're going to inhale, coming into table. Exhale into the down dog, bringing the hips back, lifting them up. Inhale back into table and exhale into child. And continue to flow with your breath. If you like to hold any of the poses a little bit longer, you can go ahead and do that. Do whatever you need for this, for where you are right now, how your body's feeling, what it needs. And one more time, coming back into Balasana, child's pose, and resting and breathing into your back. And now we're going to come into the down dog. So inhaling into tabletop and exhale, bringing the hips up as high as you can. You're on your toes. Bend the knees, getting the shape for the lower back. And then releasing, bringing the heels down as far as you can. Pushing back the hips so they're over the legs, and that's where most of the weight's going, is over the legs. Breathing deeply here. And on an exhale, coming back into table and child's pose. Breathing here. Breathing, inhaling into your back, expanding the back. You can rock your hips side to side if you like. And bring that to an end, coming back into table. And we're going to come into the leg counter pose. So if you like to bring a blanket onto the mat, you can go ahead and do that. Bring in blocks, or you can have a chair with the seat facing you. Bring in the right knee, the right foot forward, that knee, the heels before the knee or in front of it a little bit. Left knee is straight back. And we're going to inhale and bring the hips forward, checking that that right knee is over the heel or just the foot. On an exhale, bringing that knee straight back. And continue to flow with your breath. Next time we'll add the arms. So inhaling, bringing the arms up. Exhale, coming back down, and continue to flow with your breath. Next time the leg is straight back, we'll stay here. The foot is flexed. Breathing deeply into the back of the leg. On an inhale, coming forward, bringing the arms up and breathing deeply here. On an exhale, releasing your hands back down to the blocks, and we'll bring that right foot back, and we'll bring the left foot forward. The heel's a little in front of the knee, right knee's back as far as you can bring it. And we'll inhale, bringing the hips forward, chest is open, and checking that the heel is right under the knee or just the foot. Exhale, coming straight back, foot is flexed. And continue to flow with your breath. Next time we're going to add the arms. Inhaling the arms up and exhale back down and continue to flow. Next time the leg comes straight back, staying here and breathing deeply into the back of the leg. On an inhale, coming forward, bringing the arms up and breathing here. On an exhale, releasing the hands down, and we'll bring that left knee back and go ahead and place the blocks off to the side. And we're going to come into circles, hip circles, and bringing in the cat-cow. So we're going to come forward and come into the cow position, and then bringing the hips over to the right, and then back near the heels, coming into the cat position with the spine. Bring the hips to the left, and then bringing them forward into the cow. So going around in that circle, coming into that cow cat position with the spine, taking your time. Next time you're forward, reverse that circle. And one more time. And coming back into tabletop. And we'll come into the tabletop balance. We're going to bring the right leg straight up. The hips are flat, toes facing down. And then we'll bring the left arm out, stretching diagonally, breathing here. On an exhale, release. And then we're going to bring the left leg up, hips are even, toes are down. We bring the right arm out and breathe here. On an exhale, release. And then exhale, coming back into child. You can bring the knees wide, resting the head, and breathe deeply into your back. Inhaling, expanding your back. On the next inhale, coming back into table, and we're going to come up into Tadasana. Building the pose from the feet up. Toes are forward, arches are up, knees under hips and hips under shoulders. Shoulders are back and down, core is engaged, breathing deeply here. Let's inhale, bringing that right arm across the body, bringing it up. Exhale, bringing it to the side and down. Inhaling the left arm across the body and up, and exhale down. Going nice and slow, noticing how the shoulders are feeling. You can slow down in any area that it's jumping or tight. See if you can work it out. And one more time, each side. Coming back into Tadasana. And we're going to come into a twist, bringing the hands behind the head, bringing the elbows back, and standing nice and tall. The ribs are coming away from the waist. On the next exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, coming back to center, and exhale to the left. And continue to flow nice and slow, side to side. Next time you're over to the right, we'll stay here and breathe deeply. On an inhale, coming back to center, and exhale, going over to the left, breathing here. Inhaling, coming back to center. And exhale, releasing the arms. And we'll come into some shoulder rolls, bringing the shoulders forward and up, inhaling. Exhale, back and down. And continue to roll big shoulder circles. And reversing, bringing the elbows back and up. And one more time. And releasing. And we're going to raise up onto the toes, bringing up the arms. So on an inhale, raising up onto the toes, bringing the arms up. And exhale, lowering the arms, coming back down. And continue to flow with your breath. Next time you're up, we'll stay here and breathe deeply. On an exhale, releasing down. Coming into Tadasana. And we'll place our hands on the legs, and we're going to do some forward folds going down the legs. On an exhale, having the hands go down, bending the knees. And inhale, back up. Next time going down, keeping the knees straight, and find your edge where that stretch begins, and then come back up. One more time. Coming back into Tadasana. And we're going to come into a warrior two flow, bringing the legs wide. And we'll bring the right toes out to the side. Chest is facing forward. And we're going to inhale the arms up, nice deep inhale. Exhale, coming into warrior two, the knees right over the heel. Deep inhale up, and continue to flow with your breath. Next time we come into warrior two, staying here. And we're going to come into the warrior two flow. On the next inhale, coming into reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two, and inhale, extended side. And continue to flow with your breath. One more time. And holding when you're done, no rush, in warrior two, breathing deeply here. On an inhale, bringing the arms up and bringing the right toes forward. And now we'll bring the left toes out to the side. And on an exhale, coming into warrior two. And inhale, back up. And continue to flow with your breath. Deep inhale up. Next time you come into warrior two, we'll stay here. Breathing deeply. And we'll begin the warrior two flow, inhaling, coming into reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two, and inhale, extended side. And continue to flow with your breath. One more time. Holding in warrior two. And on an exhale, releasing, bringing the arms down. And we're going to come into the goddess pose. So now both feet are angled out. We're going to inhale the arms up, stretching. And on an exhale, the hips are going to come straight down. Our arms are in like a cactus shape or a field goal. Inhale, coming back up. And continue to flow with your breath. Deep inhale up. And next time you're in the goddess pose, we'll stay here and breathe deeply. On an inhale, coming back up and stretching and breathing deeply here. On an exhale, release and heel toe in, rocking side to side. And we're going to come into a warrior one flow, stepping to the short end of the mat. And we're going to bring that left foot back, checking hips and shoulders that they're squared forward, pressing into both feet evenly. And we're going to inhale, coming into warrior one. Exhale, straighten that right leg, bringing the arms out in front. Then inhale, bending the knee, bringing the arms out to the side. And then exhale, bring the arms down, straightening the legs. And continue to flow with your breath, going nice and slow. Next time you come into warrior one with the wide arms, stay in here and breathing deeply, rolling the shoulders back and down, away from the ears. You can look up slightly at the ceiling if you like to, breathing into that open chest. On an inhale, coming back into warrior one, and exhale, stepping forward, rocking side to side. Coming back into Tadasana, breathing here. And now we'll bring the right foot back, checking hips and shoulders, pressing into both feet. And we're going to inhale into warrior one. Exhale, straightening the leg, bringing the arms forward. Inhale, arms out to the side, bending the knee. And then exhale, legs straight, arms down, and continue to flow with your breath. Next time you come into the wide arm warrior one, we're going to stay here and breathe deeply, rolling the shoulders back and down, breathing into your chest. On an inhale, coming into warrior one, and then exhale, stepping forward, rocking side to side. Coming back to the front, we're gonna come into some forward folds. So go ahead, if you like to, you can bring blocks and you can have them whatever height you would like. And before we come into it, let's place our hands on our hips. And on an exhale, we're going to hinge at the hip. The back is flat. We're going to come halfway. And then inhale, coming back up, engage in the core. And releasing as you stand up. So as you come down, engage the core. Still engaged. And then as you come up, you can release it once you're up. And continue to flow with your breath. And one more time. Coming back into Tadasana. And now we're going to bring the arms out wide as we come into a forward fold. We'll bring the hands to the heart center. We're going to inhale up. Exhale the arms out to the side. Hinge, engage in the core, and then bring the hands to the blocks or the mat. Inhale, bringing the arms out and then up. And then exhale the hands down to the heart center and continue to flow. Core is engaged as you hinge forward and until you're almost up. And the next time we come down, we're going to stay here. Breathing deeply. And we're going to come into the forward fold a little deeper. On an exhale, bending the elbows or lowering the blocks. Inhale, coming back up. And continue to flow with your breath. And the next time you come into your forward fold, stay in here, breathing deeply. On an inhale, we're going to come back up, bringing the arms out, engage in the core, and exhale back to the heart center. And releasing and breathing here. So we're going to go ahead and come to a seated position. And we're going to come into the boat pose. And first, we're going to alternate arm and leg. So our hands are going to be behind our back, knees are bent, and the heels are on the mat. And we're going to alternate at first. So on an inhale, bring the right leg and the left arm up, and exhale down. And then the other side, the left leg, right arm, and continue to flow with your breath. The next time you're up, stay in here, breathing deeply. On an exhale, release. And then coming up on the other side, breathing here. On an exhale, release. And go ahead and come right up to your knees, sitting nice and tall. The lumbar is not releasing back. You're sitting nice and tall and bringing the shoulders back, taking a few breaths here. Breathing into the back again. So on the inhale, expanding the back. And go ahead and release. And now we're going to come into the boat pose. And we'll have 3 positions for the arms. So we'll bring both legs up. And then you can have the hands behind your back or right underneath the knees, or you can have them out. So whichever place you would like them, and breathe deeply here. You can straighten the legs if you like to. And on an exhale, release and hug yourself again. And then we're going to release that and we're going to come on, use a blanket. We're going to do a one-legged forward fold. So if you have a belt or an exercise strap, go ahead and bring that with you. We're going to sit in Dandasana. Shoulders are rolled back. Hands are back by the back of the hips. And breathe deeply into the open chest. And we'll inhale, bringing the arms up, and we'll look up gently towards the ceiling, and exhale, bring the chin to the chest, the arms come down, and continue to flow. When you look up, don't drop the neck back. Keep it long. Continue to flow. Next time the arms are up, rolling the shoulders back and down. And breathe deeply here. You can look straight ahead or up. Long in the spine, the ribs are away from the waist. And on an exhale, releasing. And breathing here. We're going to bring that left foot up as high as we can on the right thigh. And getting your belt, we'll go ahead and place it around the right foot. If you don't have a belt, placing your fingertips on each side of the thigh. And we're going to glide forward. So we're trying to get that gliding and keeping our back straight as much as possible. We're going to bring the chest towards the toes, not the head. So the head's going to stay in line with the spine. So on an exhale, hinging forward. And exhale back and going nice and gentle, because if you go too far and too fast, the muscles are going to just tighten up and you won't be able to stretch out any farther. So go gently, find that edge where you feel that stretch, and then back off right away. And continue to go. And you might feel that you can go past that edge as you gently warm up. Think of it as water coming up and down the shore. Nice and gentle. And the next time you come forward, we're going to stay here, keeping the head up in line with the spine. The thigh is coming down towards the mat. Sometimes it pops up. And breathe deeply here. On an inhale, coming back up. And then we're going to release the belt and come back into Dandasana, sitting nice and tall, taking a couple breaths. And now we'll do the other side, bringing the right foot up as high as you can on the left thigh. Bringing the belt around the foot. Foot is flexed. Sitting nice and tall. And on an exhale, we're going to hinge and slide the chest towards the toes and exhale back up. Nice and gentle. Think of the ocean waves. And the next time you come forward, we're going to stay here. Checking the thigh and breathe deeply. On an inhale, coming back up, releasing that belt, coming back into Dandasana, placing the belt off to the side. And we're going to come onto our back, bringing the knees into the chest, rocking side to side. And we'll bring that to an end. And we're going to come into Apanasana, having the hands on the knees. We'll inhale, bringing the knees away. And exhale, bringing the knees in. And inhale, bringing the knees away. And continue to flow with your breath. And one more time. Bringing that to an end. And we're going to have the arms alongside, and we're going to have the heels in line with the knees. And we're going to inhale, bringing the legs up, the feet up, and the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, bending the knees, bringing the arms back alongside the body, and continue to flow with your breath. And the next time the legs are up and the arms are up and back, staying here, breathing deeply. On an exhale, coming back and releasing. And we're going to come into a twist, bringing the arms out to the side. And we're going to flow the knees over to the right. Coming back to center and then over to the left. And we're going to continue to flow. Going nice and slow from side to side. The shoulders stay on the mat as the knees go over to the side. Next time the knees come over to the right, we're going to stay here. And if your shoulders are bothering you, you can bring the hands down a little, keeping the shoulders on the mat. And you can look over to the left hand if that's comfortable. On an inhale, bringing the knees back up to center, and we'll roll over to the left side, looking to the right. Shoulders stay on the mat. On an inhale, bringing the knees back to center and lower one foot and then the other. And we're going to lower one leg and then the other. And we're going to come into the half crescent moon. So we're going to inhale the arms overhead. We're going to walk the feet over to the right side of the mat and bring the hands and the head. We open up the left side of the body and breathe into there. On an inhale, bringing the feet and the hands back to center. And now we'll walk them over to the left side, bringing the right side open and breathing into there. On an inhale, coming back to center, pointing the toes and stretching the arms, taking a deep breath here. On an exhale, coming into the ball, if you like to lift the chin up, the head up, and placing the chin on the chest, you may, taking some breaths here. And on an exhale, releasing the head, and then one foot and then the other. You can rock the knees gently side to side. And when you're ready, come into Shavasana, padding up in any way you'd like to. Rolling the shoulders back and down. Coming into your breath. If a thought comes in, acknowledge it and release it.
Start to wiggle your hands and your feet coming back into the room. And move and stretch in any way you need to. When you're ready, you can roll over to your right side and stay there for a breath or two before coming up to a comfortable seated position. And we'll be coming into a meditation. So coming up onto a blanket or a bolster or even a chair. You want to be nice and comfortable. Otherwise, you won't be able to meditate if your hips, knees, or back is bothering you. So getting a comfortable seat, sitting nice and tall, the shoulders are rolled back and down. And we're going to use a mantra today. And you can use whatever mantra you like. You could use a single word like love, peace, or a short phrase, inspirational phrase. Or you could use so, hum. So on the inhale, you'd say so to yourself and then hum on the exhale. And that means I am that. Or you can go ahead and use a portion of that as I am and fill in whatever strong
I am determined. So coming into the mantra you would like to use, or deciding on the mantra you'd like to use, go ahead and close your eyes and come into your breath. And start with your mantra. If a thought comes in or your mind strays, no worries. Just bring yourself back to your mantra. Take a nice deep breath and bring the hands to the heart center. Notice how your body and mind is feeling. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.